Hi beautiful people. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aderonke Grace, and I want to say a very big thank you for 500 subscribers. Like, you guys are amazing. And if it is your first time here, please consider subscribing. You're going to enjoy it here, hopefully. So in today's video, I'll be sharing some financial mistakes I made while in my 20s. Let me just put it that way. Some financial mistakes I made in one of my previous videos where I talked about some side hustles you can do as a university student. I made mention of how I was making money in the university by sewing for my fellow classmates, my hostel mates. And guys, no cap, I was really making a whole lot of money. And what was I doing with this money? I was just saving it. Like, I saved a whole lot of money, because while I was still in the university, monthly my parents would still also send me monthly monthly allowance. Yeah, let me put it that way. Like, for my upkeep, each month I keep getting an alert from home, aside my side also. So I was really, I think out of the money I saved then, I was able to buy like a sewing machine, an industrial sewing machine back home then. And it was a big thing, like, wow, you have an industrial sewing machine. And aside that, I was able to, I think in my third year in the university, I was able to buy my own laptop, personal laptop. And so some of this money, I just saved them. Like the large sum of the money I just saved without having a purpose for saving. Like, so that was the first mistake I made. I was saving without a purpose. Like, if you are going to save money, you should know that, okay, this certain money you are going to, that you are saving, you are going to use it for so and so. But because I didn't have the enough financial knowledge about what I was going to use with the money, I just kept it in the bank. As the money was coming in, I was just like saving it in the bank. Maybe if I had knew better, I would have like bought a property with it, or like get a landed property, and it would yield so much for me by now. But believe you me, this money, I cannot even account that this was how I spent this money. You know, it was so bad to the point that whenever anyone comes to me and be like, please, I need money, I necessarily don't have to say no, because I know I have the ability to give the person money. So I find it hard to say no. That was another mistake I made. I couldn't say no to my friends or family members that come to me to like borrow them money or give them money for a certain time, because I didn't have a goal. I didn't have a plan for the money that I have on my own. So it was easy for me to just give. If they return it, fine. If they don't, it's also fine. But at least I believe they should return it. But truthfully, some of them never returned the money, and that was how the money was just, you know, money is like, money have wings, like they easily fly away. Before you know it, you are seeing a huge sum of money, and after you know it again, the money is just all gone. Like, and you keep wondering, how did this money go back and fly away? So it's just an advice, it's just an advice that saving is not enough. Like, saving money is not enough. You should also have a purpose for the money you are saving. So if you are saving, you know that, okay, I'm saving to get this, or I'm saving to pursue this, I'm saving to achieve this. Maybe you want to start a new business, and you know that, okay, you are saving so you could use the money to start a new business, or you are saving so that you can get a deposit for something you want to buy, or so don't just save. It is not just enough to save. That is just what I want to share with us today, that it is not just enough to just save. Fine, it's good to save, of course it is good, but if you keep the money just like that, after saving, the money will keep it will keep depreciating. Let me just put it that way. Like, you won't have, like, what I could have used the money I had then. Imagine the money is still in my bank account now. What I could have used the money to get then, of course I would not be able to even use it to get it now. So as you are saving your money, make sure that you also invest the money, invest it in something that can maybe double the money for you. Don't just keep it in the bank. Make sure you invest it so that it can double for you. That is one of the mistake I made in my 20s. As early as maybe 18 years, I was already making money because I was already doing things with my hands. So, but I didn't have the financial knowledge I knew now. I never knew that I could just, like, I just said, I will save it, and now I have money and that. But it didn't happen that way, and the money was eventually squandered. So that is very bad on my part. And also the ability to say no. Always learn to say no. Don't feel guilty or don't feel bad when you say no to people. I understand some people, they don't even like to hear no. Like, they always want you to hear yes. Like, guys, you're not recently I was just thinking, like, you are not an ice cream seller, or you are not a sugar seller. You would not always be making people happy. Like, always people want to hear you say yes, then they take you for granted, and they just do their own thing. You understand? So we must learn also to say no. I couldn't say no to something. There are times that family members will come to me and say, okay, give me this money, I'm going to return it back, and eventually they will not return it. You are not going to say because they didn't return it, they are no more your family members. Of course, you just have to deal with the repercussion or with whatever comes after it. So let us learn to say no. I believe that it will help us a great deal when we learn to say no to some things. You don't have to say yes every time. In fact, in the long run, you are even doing the person that is asking, you are even doing the person a favor, because whether you like it or not, if you say no, eventually the person can still go to another person and get a yes. So you are not just like the main bus stop or the final bus stop. You are just like a passing face. Once they come to you and you say no, they have another people. Like, it's like their life is planned like in a way that once they hear no from you, they move on to another person. And another time when they need money, they will not come back to you and say, oh, please borrow me this money, because they know that you are not in for that. So rather than saying yes to people all the time, for example, financially, now of course we'll have people that need one help or the other that need more financial help. So rather than saying that yes to them without putting them, how will I put, like, they are not in your, like, you did not plan for them as part of your budget, like you don't have any plan for them at all. So rather than saying no, you can just decide, okay, if this person say I need 500 rand or I need 500 naira, you can just decide, okay, sorry, I might not be able to help you right now, but I have 5 rand or I have 50 rand. Take this 50 rand. I'm not lending you this money, I'm just giving you. Do you understand? Like, I'm giving you. Next time when this person wants to borrow or is looking for money, the person will not come to you because they know that, okay, this person doesn't really like to do so. And they said if you like to borrow, of course don't of like minds will flock around you. You always have people that will always come to you and want to borrow from you. But if you yourself, you don't have the habit to always go to people to borrow, of course you have limited number. Okay, probability is that you have limited number of people that will come to you to say that you should borrow them money. So that is just what I want to discuss today about financial intelligence. In as much as it is good for us to save, also don't just save and leave the money alone. Make sure you invest the money, and also learn to say no when you need to say no. Learn to say no when you need to say. So this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the likes, and please just hit on the like button, please, for me. And if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Until I come your way next time, I remain Aderonke Grace, and I love you so much. Bye guys. Mwah.